Now, things are not great with the in-laws, as Harry let slip at one point.
When we were in Canada, I had 3 conversations with my grandmother and 2 conversations with my father before he stopped taking my calls.
He's ducking his son's calls. It always hurts when your father won't listen to you, especially when he has these ears. Really a waste. But the couple says their real in-law problem centered around their son Archie, especially when the palace wanted to deny him a royal title and the accompanying security detail.
Was the title, was him being called a prince, Archie being called a prince, was that important to you?
If it meant he was going to be safe, then of course. All the grandeur surrounding this stuff is an attachment that I don't personally have, right? I've been a waitress, an actress, a princess, a duchess. I've always just still been Meghan, right?
Not right. You are also Rachel Zane, paralegal turned attorney at Spectre Lit, doing the law by day and Mike Ross by night. Come on! Are you telling me the 7 years I spent watching Suits meant nothing? And I'm being told they meant nothing. The Duchess was grateful for her commoner roots.
Thank God I had that life experience. Thank God I had known the value of working. My first job was when I was 13 at a frozen yogurt shop called Humphrey Yogurt.
Yes. Everyone knows Humphrey Yogurt and their famous slogan, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful fro-yo. If you go, don't forget to have your soft serve in a Maltese Falcone. Working at Humphrey Yogurt is so relatable. When I was a struggling young actor, I used to work at Lauren Bacall-Cuts. But one of the true outrageous bombshells, really heartbreaking, is when Meghan recalled this troubling conversation.
In those months when I was pregnant, all around this same time, so we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
I agree. What? And let me just add, huh? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that there is a possibility, just a possibility, mind you, that this medieval selective breeding program might be racist.
Stephen Colbert's reaction to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey highlighted the significant cultural and societal impact of their revelations. The primetime interview, which aired on CBS, captivated millions, providing insight into the challenges the couple faced within the British royal family. Stephen, known for his wit and incisive political commentary, spent a large part of his late show monologue addressing the heartbreaking and shocking moments revealed during the interview. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry shared startling accounts of their life within the royal institution. Meghan spoke about her struggles with mental health, lack of support from the royal family, and racist commentary directed at her unborn child, Archie. She revealed that an unnamed member of the royal family expressed concerns about how dark Archie's skin would be before he was born. This revelation particularly struck Stephen, who pointedly commented on the deeply ingrained and systemic racism reflected in such remarks. In his characteristically sarcastic tone, Colbert said, "I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there's a possibility that this medieval, selective breeding program might be racist." He also mocked the monarchy's handling of Meghan and Harry's concerns, suggesting that their dismissal of such issues was not only callous but emblematic of the institution's outdated and damaging practices. Colbert's humor didn't shy away from the gravity of the situation, using satire to underscore the racism and emotional neglect Meghan described. Colbert's strongest reaction came in response to Meghan's accounts of feeling isolated and unsupported, even when she contemplated suicide. He expressed solidarity with the couple and admiration for their courage in speaking out. Meghan's admission that she reached out for help but was denied by the palace resonated deeply with many, and Stephen used his platform to amplify her message about the importance of mental health support. The late-night host also addressed Harry's reflections on the royal family's lack of understanding regarding his and Meghan's struggles. Harry spoke about feeling trapped within the monarchy and likened their exit to his mother Princess Diana's attempts to break free from royal constraints. Colbert, while maintaining his comedic tone, conveyed empathy for Harry's sense of duty to protect his family and escape the toxic environment. Colbert's reaction went beyond the specific details of the interview, reflecting on the broader implications for the British monarchy and societal norms. He framed the royal family as an outdated institution struggling to adapt to modern values of diversity, equity, and mental health awareness. By juxtaposing the royal family's image with their treatment of Meghan and Harry, Colbert highlighted the hypocrisy at play. This commentary aligned with reactions from other late-night hosts. Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel, for instance, applauded Meghan's bravery while critiquing the monarchy's inability to evolve. Kimmel sarcastically remarked, "You know things are bad at Buckingham Palace if they came to America to get away from racism," further emphasizing the gravity of the issues discussed in the interview. Colbert expertly balanced humor with empathy, ensuring his audience understood the serious nature of Meghan and Harry's experiences while also finding moments of levity to lighten the heavy subject matter. He joked about the absurdity of some royal practices, including their approach to handling Meghan's concerns about racism and mental health. Yet, his jokes always circled back to the central issue, the lack of accountability and humanity within the royal institution. This ability to mix humor with heartfelt commentary resonated with his audience, many of whom were moved by the interview. Colbert's reaction added an important voice to the growing conversation about systemic racism, mental health, and the need for institutional reform. The Oprah interview had a seismic cultural impact, sparking debates about race, privilege, and the relevance of monarchy in the modern world. Colbert's monologue was part of a broader wave of reactions across media platforms, with many commentators praising Meghan and Harry for their honesty. The couple's revelations prompted calls for greater transparency and reform within the royal family, as well as a re-evaluation of how the press and public treat women of color in prominent positions. Stephen Colbert's response, while framed within the humor of late-night television, reflected the widespread outrage and support Meghan and Harry received. His critique of the royal family's failures resonated with audiences who saw parallels between their story and broader issues of racism and mental health stigma in society. By amplifying their message, Colbert contributed to a vital global conversation, ensuring that the significance of Meghan and Harry's bravery was not lost on his viewers. In conclusion, Stephen Colbert's reaction to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Oprah interview encapsulated the tension between humor and the harsh realities the couple revealed. His monologue highlighted critical issues like systemic racism, the stigmatization of mental health, and the failings of institutional support within the British monarchy. Colbert's satire and empathy underscored the broader societal implications of the interview, resonating with an audience attuned to modern values of inclusivity and compassion. By calling out the hypocrisy of outdated traditions and practices, Colbert contributed to the global conversation on race and mental health, proving that comedy can be a powerful tool for advocacy and awareness. The Oprah interview itself marked a cultural watershed moment, with reactions like Colbert's demonstrating how deeply Meghan and Harry's revelations impacted audiences worldwide. While he used his platform to critique the monarchy with sharp wit, Colbert also showed genuine solidarity with the couple's struggles. His response not only amplified the core messages of the interview but also reflected the universal desire for a more equitable and empathetic society. Through humor and insight, Colbert reminded viewers that stories like Meghan and Harry's are not just about royalty, they are about humanity's shared pursuit of dignity and justice.